YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to talk about squaring binomials. Now, this is part of Common Core Standard CCSS.MATH.CONTENT.HSA.SSE.A.2. Wow, that's a mouthful. Which reads, use the structure of an expression to identify ways to rewrite it. For example, see x to the fourth minus y to the fourth as x squared squared minus y squared squared, thus recognizing it as a difference of squares that can be factored as x squared minus y squared times x squared plus y squared. So that's difference of squares, but we can also include in the standard rewriting a binomial squared, right? So let's look at problem 1. So we have what is a plus b squared, okay? So another way to write that is a plus b times a plus b. Let's make this a little bit less thick. It's too thick there. So we're multiplying it by itself. So we could do FOIL, which is, the first terms multiplied together, a times a, which is a squared. And we could do the outer terms multiplied together, a times b, which is AB. We could do the inner terms together, which is B times A, which is BA, but I'm just going to write it as AB. The order of the multiplication doesn't matter. And we could do the last terms, B times B, which is just B squared. Put this all together, you get A squared plus AB, so 2AB. Plus b squared. Okay. The way I like to do this, however, is not FOIL or double distribution, which is another method. What I like to do is use the Punnett square, so I'm going to show you that method. A lot of my students like that method. It's kind of a nice organizational visual way to do it. So let's delete all this stuff. Okay, go back here. So we're just going to draw a Punnett square like so, and we'll write a plus b times a plus b. Then in this first square here, we do a times a, which is a squared. In the second square here, we do a times b, which is ab. In this third one, we do b times a, which is also ab. And then in the fourth square here, we do b times b, which is b squared. And, we come up with the same solution. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so that's the first one. We're going to do the second one, and then I want to see if you guys can see a pattern. So the second one, we have a squared minus b squared times a squared minus b squared. That's what it means to square something, is to multiply it by itself. So if we do that, we've got a squared here minus b squared here, a squared here minus b squared here. A squared times a squared, well, when you multiply exponents with the same base, you add the exponents, so we get a to the fourth power. A squared times a negative b squared is a negative a squared. Should have made the square a little bit bigger. B squared. A squared times a negative b squared is a negative a squared b squared. And then we have a negative b squared times a negative b squared. That's going to give us a positive b to the fourth. So when we do this out, we get a squared. Oh, sorry, not a squared, a to the fourth. Minus 2a squared b squared plus b to the fourth. So what's the pattern here? Well, let's take a look. So we take the first term of the binomial and we square it, put it here. We take the last term of the binomial, the negative b squared, we square it, we put it here. So negative b squared is b to the fourth. And then for the middle term here, let's find a different color, maybe this one. Well, we do this times this. So a squared times negative b squared is negative a squared b squared. But we do 2 of those. So we always do 2. So we just get 2 here. So let's remember that pattern as we go through the next 2 problems. Okay, so let's go back to a brighter color here. Maybe back to the original that I had. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so problem 3. We have what is 3x minus 1 squared? Okay, so let's take this 3x. We're going to square that. That's going to give us 9x squared. We're also going to square the negative 1. That's going to be a plus 1 here. And then what we got to do is we've got to multiply these 2 together. So 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x, and we're going to double that. So we're going to get minus 6x plus 1. Now, we probably want to check this. Let's check it using our Punnett square here, just to make sure we did that correctly. So we got 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times minus 1 is minus 3x. 3x times minus 1 is minus 3x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So let's check. Well, we've got our positive 1 here. That checks out. We've got a negative 3x plus a negative 3x. That gives me the negative 6x, so that checks. And then let's find a different color here. Then we've got the 9x squared, which checks out here. So everything works with that. Now that we know that the pattern is definitely working, let's use it for the next one. So the next one, we have this first term. Let's square that. That's going to be 16x to the 4th power. And then let's take this last term here, 3xy, square that. That's going to be plus 9x squared y squared. Okay, and then let's multiply these together. So 4x squared times 3x squared, that's going to be 12x cubed y. But we're going to have to double this, so we're going to make it plus 24x cubed y. Let's check this with the Punnett square like we did with the previous one. So okay, so we got 4x squared plus 3xy times 4x squared plus 3xy. So 4x squared times 4x squared is 16x to the 4th. So that checks out. The first term checks. And then we got 4x squared times 3xy. That's 12x cubed y. 4x squared times 3xy is going to be a 12x cubed y here. So we'll see that, these terms, they'll add up here to this, so that checks. And then we've got 3xy times 3xy, that's going to be 9x squared y squared. So that one checks here as well. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please like and subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel in an alternative way, I'll leave a link to my Teacher Pay Teacher store in the description, as well as links to my website. Hope you really enjoyed the video and hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.